What's up, guys? Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been going through, and I think if I share my experience, it might help you because this is something that not a lot of people talk about. And so, yeah, listen. So, as an ambitious person, I noticed that, especially for me, like there's so much thing I want to do, and there's so much goal that I want to achieve that I tend to overestimate the energy that I have to accomplish all the goals and everything I want to do. But you, you can only sacrifice so much until it fucks with your mental health. So I see that a lot of people want to maximize the productivity, right? But the real problem is not that you're not productive. The real problem is your mental health. That's the thing that I discovered. Because what I was going through is like, because I know where I want to go and what kind of person that I want to be, what kind of life I want to have. Like, one thing that I noticed is I was so frustrated at myself that I wasn't my ideal self. So because of that, I was going through like my day just being frustrated all the time and being in a bad mood and not even enjoying myself. So basically the point of this video is just to tell you that you don't need to burn yourself out to accomplish your goals and be your best self and achieve your ideal life. And the reason why is because the goal is not the thing that's gonna make you happy, is not necessarily achieving the goal. I know it might sound corny and shit, but life is not a destination, it's a journey. Yeah, I know, you probably heard that before, but it's true. It's not even a journey because there's no end. It's like there's no, how can I say, it's like, yeah, the journey is cool, but there's no real destination. Like, okay, when you achieve a goal, it's not like, oh, okay, now my life is over. No, life still goes on. Like, no matter what you want to do, no matter if you want to get in shape, you want to be in a relationship, whatever, getting that or achieving that goal will not just mean, oh, if I got this, I will be happy. That's just something you tell yourself, so you're motivated to do it. It doesn't mean you're gonna be miserable, but you need to learn how to be happy. You basically need to be happy with what you have right now. You basically need to be happy with what you have right now. But I understand that you may go through like some difficult times and through some bad experience and shit like that. So I understand why you put yourself through so much pressure to really like get what you want in life and just be happy. But sometimes you just have to sit through the bad times. Like, you have to sit in the fire for a while and let yourself feel those emotions. And honestly, I think you need to take a step back, because I don't think your life is that miserable. Yeah. Just take a step back. Just imagine yourself seeing your life from a third person perspective, right? So maybe you're going through a breakup, or I don't know, you just lost your job or whatever. But honestly, it's not even that bad, because you're still alive. You can still like go for a walk in nature and shit. You can still like eat something. You can still like there's no matter what you're going through, there is always something that you can do. There's always something to be grateful for. And I know it's so easy to focus on the bad because that's how your brain works. Your brain is made for survival. So when you are in a state of survival, you're not thinking about, oh, but my life is good. I don't need to do shit because I'm happy. You don't think like that. You think, oh shit, my life is fucking miserable. I have to go to war to like get out of this situation. I have to kill someone. I have to kill something. I have to like fight for my life. That's survival shit. But guess what? If you live on stress, wait a minute. You shouldn't live on the emotion of stress. The reason why is because it takes so much energy that you're gonna burn yourself out. That's the difference between power and force. Force is when you're fucking tired, you're sleep deprived, and you force yourself to get out of bed to do the work. Power is you had a nice night of sleep, of deep rest, and you get up, and you actually want to do the work that you want to do. So basically, you need to focus on what's in front of you and not the finish line, because if you keep stressing yourself out and telling yourself, oh, I'm not where I want to be, 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 guess what? You're not gonna be where you want to be. Because that version of yourself that lost the weight, that makes the money or whatever, doesn't think like that. So what you're doing is self-sabotaging yourself. That's why you always go through the cycle of, okay, you're miserable, then you have a problem, then you don't know what to do, then you find the solution to that problem, then you try to solve that problem, but then there's always something that's like holding you back. There's always something like you try to do the thing that you know you have to do to get out of that situation, but there's always like some bullshit that comes into your life that makes you regress and start over. That's because you're subconsciously sabotaging yourself. You're so used to being in that struggle that you're addicted to that struggle. As crazy as it sounds, that's the truth. Because you are a creature of habit. Everything is just a habit and a routine. Your brain, your mind doesn't like doing things that are not certain. So one of the biggest fears that we have as human beings is the fear of the unknown. Because there's so many things that you cannot perceive in the unknown that it's just frightening. You don't know what the future holds. So you try to base your future experience on the past. What I mean by that is because you're so used to struggle, the only thing that you see for your future is struggle. So your mind is gonna do everything to keep yourself in that struggle, because it's better to be in that certainty, to be in that uncertainty, because at least you know how to deal with it. That's how your mind works. As weird as it sounds, that's the thing that holds so many people back, is the fear of the unknown. No matter what fear you have, basically fear is just not knowing what the future holds. The thing with the unknown is that's where magic is created. Because the unknown is just a bunch of possibilities. And you are the one who decides what kind of possibilities are created for your future. So instead of fearing the future and be afraid of it, you need to be grateful in advance and basic, basically change your state, your inward state. So any change that happens in your life starts from within. You can't force your will. Well, you can on. You just can't force. You can force your will on a certain level, but there will always be a limit to it. Okay, because that's not where your true power lies. There's only a small percentage of people that can truly use all their willpower to really force their life to force their life, force the life that they want. You can say that you could say that's a very masculine way of doing things, but the thing is, you're probably not like that. And of course, yeah, willpower is limited, whatever. You can, but it's a balance. You can't just pray that everything is gonna be good, and you can't just will force yourself to have everything you want. You know. So, of course, there's a balance between the two. Like you can use your inward powers and your outward powers to create your life, but you have to know both of each and really master both of each to really create the life you want. The most important thing basically is to trust the unknown. Because even those people who really force everything in their lives, they have a certain confidence about themselves. It's like, let's take Michael Jordan, for example. Michael Jordan, you could say that he really trained himself super hard. He really was super hard on his teammates to really like will himself to be the best, right? And it worked. Why? Because he had the confidence within himself to know that, okay, if I train that hard, I'm gonna be the best and I'm gonna win. And that's what happened. He became one of the best basketball players of all time, one of the best athletes of all time. Because what? He had confidence in himself. But what's better than confidence in yourself is confidence in God, in the unknown, because God is the unknown. Yeah, the universe is the unknown. Everything is just unknown. It's just infinite possibilities being created at any moment. That's what the universe is. It's just a bunch of possibilities mixed up together, and that's life. And somehow it makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's life. But yeah, you might say, how can I trust the universe if my life is if my life is trash? Well, the way you can trust the universe is by having that mindset. The mindset is, okay, if I'm going through a tough time in my life, is to prepare me for what I want. Since I have that mindset in my mind, my life has completely changed. I don't see everything bad that's happening to me. I know that somehow it's for my benefit. If you really believe that, if you really believe that, you're basically gonna be invincible. You're gonna be untouchable. Because bro, how the fuck you can bro, you can literally throw anything at me and know that somehow, some way, it's just gonna make me stronger, and it's gonna prepare me for everything that I want and the life that I want to have. That's why you can have the best life without having the toughest challenges. It's just like a video game. Bro, you can't beat a game without any challenges. That doesn't make sense. Like, you have to go through the challenges, you have to level up your character, you have to do side missions, you have to do like things that you have to grind to beat the boss, get the rewards, finish the game, right? That's the same thing in real life. You need to level up. Sometimes, bro, you just need to level up. Like sometimes you have to detach from your ego and just admit to yourself that, okay, I'm not I, I'm not I'm not ready for it. I just thought about a movie scene. So I think the movie was called Bruce Almighty. It's a movie with Jim Carrey. So in that movie, he met God, who was Morgan Freeman. So I don't really remember the scene, but I just remember that Morgan Freeman said something like, "If you pray to God and ask for courage, do you think he really is gonna snap his finger and give you courage, or he's gonna give you a challenge that will make you super afraid that you have to use courage, which will make you more courageous than before?" That's deep, because that's really what happens in life. You can't get confidence without using courage. You can't be rich without knowing what it is to be poor. Of course, okay, some people are just born rich. Yeah, I know, but I hope you get what I'm saying. So no matter what you want in life, you will have a challenge, and you will be prepared for it. You can't go through if God gives you a challenge, it's because God knows that you can overcome it. So one thing that tends to happen is when we go through something, we tend to think that, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I am not this, I am not that, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough. But guess what? If you keep thinking of what you don't have, you will not get what you want. So if you focus on lack, you'll never receive. So instead, what you want is to focus on gratitude. If you want to know more about gratitude, I made a video. I think, yeah, that's my last video that I made, is about gratitude and the importance of it. So the more gratitude is the ultimate state of receiving. All right? Because when you're grateful of something, it's because you've received something, right? So you want to act your frequency by being on a constant state of gratitude. So when you're I'm not saying, okay, just because you're grateful, things are gonna appear by magic and shit. Don't get me wrong. But what is gonna change is your mind state. If you focus, okay, yeah, I know I go deeper on the last video, but just to make it short, you have your reticular activating system in your brain. Basically, what it does is like your automatic focus, quote unquote. So if you keep focusing on lack and you train your brain to always focus on lack, it's gonna make you fucking depressed. You're not gonna be happy. You're gonna be sad. You're not gonna have the energy to do what you have to do. But if you are grateful, you're gonna focus on positivity and on opportunity. And when you do that, bro, because that's all you need. All you need is the right opportunity and to do the right things to get what you want. It's easy as that. It's that simple. Okay? So that's why gratitude is super important. I talked about how to change your state, right? But sometimes I thought, okay, so I thought about how to change your state and how to like find the motivation within yourself to do the things that you have to do, right? But sometimes you just have to deal with the fact that things take time, right? So that's why you don't have to stress yourself and to burn yourself out. Sometimes you just need to chill and enjoy yourself. Because for me, I don't want to just struggle all my life just to get the life that I want. Then when I get what I want, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, that's it. Like, think about the last time you had something that you really wanted. Like, maybe like it's a new phone, whatever. Like, let's think about certain materials so it's more like easy to imagine. So you really wanted that thing. You really wanted that thing, right? You saved the money. You worked overtime, whatever. And you got that thing. How did you feel? Like, yes, oh yes, I got that. Then a couple days later, you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, mm, that's it. Like you've been worshiping that thing like it's a fucking god, it's a fucking deity, like it's the one thing that's gonna change your whole life. Then once you get that thing, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna ride a unicorn and some shit. But it's not the truth. You're just like, okay, you're happy for like 10 minutes. Then you get your dopamine high and shit. And when you come down, it's just like, bro, life goes on. It's like, bro, when's the last time you wanted to be with a girl? You got with the girl, you had sex, then post-nut clarity hits. You're like, yeah, bro. You can't tell me that, bro. You can't tell me that's not the truth. Because that's what happens. You think that, bro, if I sleep with a girl, I'm gonna be super happy. But then you sleep with a girl, then you're just like, oh yeah, life goes on. I still have to pay bills and shit. And guess what? Just being real with yourself and really understanding that the thing you want will not like change your whole fucking life or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna make you're gonna be in a better place than you were before, but it's not like it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows. So just knowing that, you know what it's gonna do? It's gonna make you detached from that thing, because now you're not desperate. That's like a nasty energy to be in. Like desperation is like the most like unattractive thing. Not just when talk. I'm not just talking unattractive in a sense that, oh, if you guys know this, right? If you're really desperate to be with a girl, that girl is not gonna like you because you're gonna be fucking weird. You're not gonna treat her like a human being. You're just gonna treat her like a fucking. You're just gonna treat her like a weird. Like you're gonna be super weird, super needy, super like ugh. She's not gonna like you. So, the universe is the same. It's the same thing with attracting all your goals. If you're desperate, you're gonna do desperate things. You're gonna, and you may be gonna put yourself in a bad situation. Honestly, the conclusion that I arrived to is self-care is number one. Self-care is number one because no matter what you want to do, you never want to sacrifice your own well-being for something external, because that makes you a slave to it. All right? And guess what? If you're miserable and you get the thing, it's not gonna make you happy. So you're just gonna be miserable, but like a gold chain or a gold watch. If you're miserable without gold, you will not enjoy the gold because you don't know how to enjoy yourself. And so what are the practical steps to take care of yourself? Well, to put it simply, is to have fun. But how to have fun in a productive sort of way, right? So, and to really take care of yourself. So the first thing you want to do to take care of yourself is to take care of your health. So eat healthy foods, go outside, take a walk, get some sleep, Sometimes, bro, the only thing you need is just a good night of sleep. But one good night of sleep is not enough. You really have to be consistent with it. So one thing I could give you for sleep is, if you want to sleep 8 hours, let's say you get up at 8, right? Don't sleep at midnight, because you're not going to sleep 8 hours. Unless you know how to sleep in under 30 seconds, which I know you probably don't. You're not going to sleep 8 hours. It's more going to be like 7:30, 7:15, like shit like that. So you have to, well, what you could do is to download the sleep app, so you can know how much time it takes for you to go to sleep, right? So basically, a general rule I could give you is sleep 1 hour before your usual sleep time. So if you get up at 8, instead of sleeping at 12, you sleep at 11. And being consistent with sleep is more important than just getting 8 hours of sleep 2 times a week, because you're gonna feel like trash. And you may think, oh, I just need 6 hours of sleep and I'm good. No, you're not. I swear you're not. Yeah, I had to move a little bit because the sun was fucking me up. So yeah, with sleep, the goal is sleep more than 8 hours every day. Sometimes you need 9 hours of sleep, bro. Sometimes I sleep 9 hours. Especially if you work out, you need a lot of sleep. Like, you need a lot of sleep, bro, so you can recover. It's not just recovery for your muscles. The reason why you need to sleep is because of your nervous system. That's why you're burnt out, because your nervous system is literally inflamed. You have inflammation in your nervous system, so that's really dangerous. So yeah, just sleep, bro. So another important thing is to your diet. So I won't tell you to be vegan, even though that's kind of my preference, because I am. But the easiest thing you can do is just to eat real food. Like, stop eating fast food, drink a lot of water, like actually good quality water, not just like fucking trash water bottles. Get the natural spring water. Don't drink tap water, that's trash. Natural spring water, that's what you want to drink. And eat real foods. If it comes in a package and it has a bunch of ingredients, eat simple ingredients food and put it together to create your meal, instead of buying like bullshit ass cheeseburger or whatever, man. So, and sugar. Yeah, sugar is the #1 drug in the world. It's the most addictive thing in the world. So if you crave some sugar, the reason why you crave sugar is because you have bad gut bacteria. So your bad bacteria in the gut crave sugar, especially at night. So you can still eat sugar, just eat the right kind of sugar. The best kind of sugar is obviously fruit. So eat a lot of fruits during the day, it's gonna hydrate you well. And what else can you do? Okay, drink water. Yeah, drink water. Drink water. Don't eat as much sugar. Eat real food. Oh yeah, go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. I repeated that in a bunch of times because I know you have. I know the first time I say go outside, instantly you have an excuse. Oh, but I have to go to work. I have to stay in the computer all day. It's cold. It's rain. Bro, go outside. Like, you can switch. You can replace your 10 minutes of scroll time for 10-minute walk. Okay. You need to go outside, be in the sun, breathe some fresh air. Sometimes, if you go through something, the only thing you need is a nice walk outside. It's gonna clear your mind. So for a bit more advanced, oh yeah, of course, the #1 self-care habit for me is meditation. I wouldn't be where I am right now without meditation. That habit completely changed my life forever, and that's really something that I'll do forever. So, but the thing with meditation is, okay, the sun. So yeah, the thing with meditation is good, right? But one habit that will make your meditation go to a whole nother level is not necessarily something have to do with. It doesn't necessarily have to do with meditation, but it's gonna clear your mind even more. Is to journal. Journaling is is one of the best habits that I have right now. Yes, it's gonna clear your mind, but if I say clear your mind, is you can't imagine yourself having a clear mind. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a computer. Let's let's say your mind is a computer, right? If you open up a bunch of programs and pages, what's gonna happen to your computer? It's gonna be slow, right? But if you clear out all the pages and you have nothing on your screen, on your desktop, right? Now your computer is gonna be super fast and efficient. It's, it's the same thing with your phone. If you got a bunch of apps open on your phone's gonna be slow and your battery is gonna drain super fast. But if you just got like one app, if you just use one app at a time, your battery is gonna last much longer, and your phone's gonna last much longer too in the long term. So that's why you need to have a clear mind. So if you don't know how to journal, there's no necessarily rules to journal. The way I do it is I wake up in the morning and I just write down what I think about. Most of the time, what I write down in my journal is what situations that I've gone through to gone through the day. And it's yeah, I'll journal about situations that I've gone to my day, and I will journal about decisions that I could take in my life. So if I don't know if I want to make a big decision, I'll journal about it. Not just the pros and cons, but okay, I will really like visualize myself being in that situation and write it down. Don't be afraid of writing, bro. I know the first times you're gonna journal, bro. The first time I journaled like fucking 5 pages. Like yeah, you could really go crazy with it. You can really journal for like 3 hours, and you're not really gonna notice it because there's so much thing in your mind that that's been sitting for a while that you're not even aware of it. That's why you're not present in the moment. It's because there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff clouding your mind that you can't be present in the moment. So yeah, journaling is good. What else? Yeah, working out. Working out is good. Uh, Working out is good because obviously you're gonna get muscle and shit. But I wanna think about something that's more for your mind. It yeah, it can clear your mind. It helps clear your mind too because your blood is flowing. So like, and you release endorphins and things like that. So it improves your mood. So that's good too. But working out doesn't just mean like okay, go to the gym and lift weights. You can technically just take a walk in the park is exercise. So that's why I said go outside and take a walk. Another thing is you have to balance self-improvement and being productive with self-love and self-acceptance. That's why I preach self-care so much, is because self-improvement is good, but a mindset that a lot of people adopt with self-improvement is okay, I am not enough this, so I'll do that to be more like this. But you have to accept yourself for who you are, and really, because the truth is you're not perfect. Even if you want to max out all your stats, so you can't. You just can't because you don't have the. You, bro, even if I wanted to, I could never be like a NBA player. I'm yes, I'm kind of tall. I'm like 6'2", 6'1", but bro, I'm like 24 right now. So even if I really train for like 5 years, maybe I could be really good, but I'll never be as good as fucking LeBron James because he had the right genetics for it. But it doesn't mean that, you know. So, so let's say I'm super good at basketball. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be everything. You can't be everything all at once. So the way to cope with the fact that you can't be everything at once and you can't be perfect is to accept that you're not perfect. But at the same time, you have to really know your your purpose and know yourself. You really truly know yourself, know who you are. Because once you know who you truly are, not just in this body, but like as a soul, and what your purpose is. So I don't need to be good at basketball because that's not my purpose in life. I just need to be good at my purpose, which is, I think, at this moment, is to share my knowledge and to teach other people to improve their lives, to be happy and shit like that. So that's my purpose right now. The only thing I need to be is good at that. If I'm good at that, I'll be happy. I don't need to be good at anything else because it doesn't have to do with my purpose in life. So maybe your purpose is to be rich and teach how to be rich to other people. So if you're good at that, you'll be happy. But if you keep comparing yourself to, oh, but I'm good at that, but this person is more attractive than me. But if you really think about yourself, if you really ground yourself, and really think about your purpose, you're gonna think like, oh, that's bullshit. I don't need to be that attractive because that's not my purpose. So yeah, let's go back to like being productive and shit. So the number one way to be productive is to just focus on the right things. A lot of times, a lot of people just want to do productive things just to be productive. But the truth is, you probably just need to do two, or three, 4, 5 tasks every day. Like, bro, you can literally spend just like 1 hour. Let's say you want to build a business, right? Do you know you could just spend like 1 hour every day to build your business? You can succeed. Of course, at some point you will have to spend more time with it, but you don't need to like burn yourself out to build your business, you know. So one way to let's say 1 hour is not enough, but you don't need more than 4 hours. That's what the concept of deep work comes from, is the fact that honestly, is if the first thing you do every day is to work for 4 hours, you could do like, and that's where the concept of the 4-hour work week comes from. It's not necessarily just, oh, I will work just 4 hours every week, then I'm gonna be good. It's not necessarily about that. It's about the fact that, bro, in 4 hours you can do a week's worth of work. So if you truly understand that concept and truly like do the most important task every day, you're gonna go super far in your life. You're gonna be way more productive. Because, bro, I see a lot of people. It's like, bro, I'm going through some bullshit right now. It's like a lot of people criticize me because I don't work a full-time job. Especially my family, they criticize me because I don't have a full-time job, and like I still live with my family and shit. So they criticize me a lot. But I'm like, bro, there's no real point for me to work 40 hours in a week if I can still pay my bills. And I have time to build my business, which in the long term will make me more money than everyone who's criticized me. But people don't understand that because they think that, oh, I have to work. Like, people of I don't know where that comes from, but people are proud of struggling. But that's not the person I want to be. I don't want to struggle. Like, I want to struggle for the right reasons. I don't want to struggle just because I struggle and people see that I struggle, and because I struggle it makes me like, bro, the struggle doesn't make me, you know? I'm not, that's not my type of shit, bro. So, a lot of people, maybe if you don't like to work a lot, if you really focus on your self care, a lot of people will say you're lazy. But I'd rather be lazy than be miserable, honestly. Because you want to be efficient in life, bro. Like, if I don't need to spend like 10 hours to do something and I just can't like spend like 4 hours to do it super efficiently, I do the 4 hours because time is the most important resource that you have. Yeah, I didn't know that video was gonna be that long, but I had a lot to say, and I hope you really appreciated that video. So if you could do me a favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel, I'll truly be grateful for it. And if you enjoyed this video, I invite you to check out those other video on my right and on my left. All right.